Hello everyone, this is Mohammed from Python Ninja YouTube channel, and today we will practice together a small exercise related to for loop. And from this tutorial till 8 tutorials, we will we will only be covering for loops exercise and what we learn like in a cumulative way, like from print statement to if condition to for loop to all Python programming mechanism that we learned so far. So guys, we have this exercise. Suppose you have a list of expenses for a month and you want to sum this using for loop. Now in Python there are many different data structure forms or types. One of them is list. Okay, list can be initiated, for example, this is L. It can be initiated using the square bracket. We will have a comprehensive tutorial for list and for tuple that is initiated using the round, and for the dictionary that is initiated using the curly brackets. After completing this series of exercises, you will be like very familiar about these data structures and how you can handle them. Now let us focus on the list. The list is initiated using the square brackets, and you can add inside the list numbers like this: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, like this. So these are called a list of numbers. Okay, we say like these are numbers, but because we say here in our exercise these are expenses, so we will make it like much more greater. This 2000, this 2500, here 1500, and here 5050, like this. If you can print, if you have car, if you want to see some expenses from grocery, from market, whatever. Okay, these are the list of the numbers that we want to sum together, okay, or add up together. Now we learn together how can we iterate through a range of numbers. But what the new thing that I want to introduce is iterating over like a sequence, or iterating over numbers. So if we let these numbers away now, let us to identify for a new variable, which is the name. Okay, variable name, for example, this is my name. This is a string, and we defined the string before, and we said the string is a sequence of number. We can iterate over this sequence. By using for loop, we can say for example, letter L, okay, in name, okay. It's not now in range, because the range is a built-in class. It can be used as a function to generate range of numbers between the beginning or start or the end, okay. But now I use for in a different context, okay. So for this series of exercises, you will be experienced with different views or different dimension of the usability of for loop. Okay, so now I don't use range, I use L. Now L is letters within this sequence. So for example, if I iterate in this name variable, L will be M, then L will be O, then L will be H. Okay, till then. Okay, I can print or I can do anything. Let us print the simplest form. Yeah, I can print each letter, okay, without using anything other than using the n and the variable. And we said that the default argument for the end keyword is /n, which is a new line. I want to print them to be connected to each other, and horizontally I do this. Okay, now because we iterated and we connected the letters together, it is printed like this. Okay, so we can iterate even outside range. Okay, I can also iterate. Why I introduce this? Because I want to show you I can iterate these numbers, which can be represented by n, and for n in numbers, okay, what I can do, I can print this n to see if I can iterate over a list of numbers as what I did in iteration or in the iteration among a sequence of of string letters or characters. Yeah, I can iterate, okay, through a list of numbers. Remember, to have list of this number or list of independent number, you can open square bracket and you can use comma just to separate. For example, here expenses from the transport. If you have car and if you pay gas, taxes, then we have expenses related to food or grocery. Here you have some extra or additional expenses, etc., etc. Now, the first thing I want to do to iterate and sum is to identify a variable which will hold the result. And usually we use this variable to be outside the for loop, and we initiate this variable by 0. Okay, so we initiate this variable to be 0, and this will hold the last value. We learn together about, I think, in the first 5 tutorials, we learned together about the variables, and we learned about some mathematical operations after that, and we described math and math module, and within the math operations we have the augmented assignment. So if I want to say the summation, it will be this plus this plus this plus to the end of the expense. I can use the augmented assignment or I can use the normal operation. For example, I can say total equal total plus n. Okay. Now I have total 0, then the total will equal the total 0 plus n. N is 1,000. Then the total is equal 1,000. Now the total is total, which is 1,000 plus n. N is 2,000. Okay. By this I can iterate and take accumulated sum. Okay. But why not to use this in like more professional or more Pythonic way than this? This is like basic Python line. We can do it to be more professional by using the augmented assignment operator, because just the shorter the line, the shorter the code, the best to recover and the best to debug. Okay. We will say debug, we will have a problem and we want to fix this problem with the like wider code with many lines of code, then we will face a problem to go within the code. So keep your code organized and as short as possible. So here we define the list of numbers, we define the variable that will hold the accumulated sum, the whole sum. Then I iterated over each independent number of this list using for loop in these numbers. Then I did the augmented assignment. Remember, this form is called augmented assignment operator. And finally, what I will do nothing other than printing the result. Print, for example, let us say the total, okay, sum of expenses, okay, in this month is, and I will open a placeholder. This again is called a placeholder that will hold the variable total, which will contain the total sum. And yeah, if we sum all of these together, they will be 12,050. And that's for today's tutorial. We learned a new thing for loops, which iterating inside a sequence and iterating inside a list of numbers, and these are useful, and you can see or notice these practices inside professional codes. See you next tutorial, guys, and please subscribe to this channel and share the video for charity among your friends.